We have the t-shirts back in stock, my darlings. What is delayed is not denied. We have it in blue since you loved it so very much indeed, my darlings. You better go ahead and get your t-shirt before it sells out, because I just might go ahead and do a yellow t-shirt for you and an orange t-shirt. You have to bear in mind, Baby Girl is a small brand. We are self-funding here, so I can only do so much. But yes, the t-shirt is back and I am living and loving. I also have a surprise for you. Yes. You asked and I said, why not? We have brought the black t-shirt back. What is delayed is not denied. Are we living and loving? Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? London is hot. London is so hot. I am living and loving, really enjoying it. After I finish this episode, I'm going out for lunch. I'm going to be out with my girlfriends. I'm going to have so much fun. I hope you guys are going to have a wonderful Monday, because it's bank holiday here in the United Kingdom. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday wherever you are in the world. I love you. I've seen all of your messages. I'm so appreciative and I'm grateful to all of you. So why are we here? I'll tell you why we are here. A lot of you sent me a message in relation to a 75-year-old woman who went into Tim Hortons and did not come out alive. I was like, who? What happened here? So I said, let me cover it, because I feel that there are lessons to be learned here for everybody. As you guys know, I do a lot of stories and it's for women. It's for women. I know you guys are here. I bumped into one of you guys who said, Fumi, I'm a Fumi Nation man. Let me know down in the comments, my Fumi Nation men, what you would love me to cover. But the thing is that majority of my channel are black women from all over the world. And you know how I live and love you. So this is always a learning platform. Some of you also talked about the skit that I did the other day. I'll put it up about the meat. I want you guys to know, sometimes the videos can be skits. Sometimes the videos are not real. Here is the thing. It doesn't matter to me if it's a skit. I am doing the video because I want us to learn from the lesson. Okay, so some of you might say, oh Fumi, I think that this might be like a fake story or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I want you to understand and learn from the lesson, because we have what, 860,000 subbies. Yeah, now can you imagine, I get over 100 messages every day. And when I say 100, I get 100 over YouTube, as you can see. I have in Instagram, TikTok, and I have women that want me to talk about relationships that they are having that are extremely similar to what I talk about on the channel. So I say, you know what, no problem. And then I talk about this, I talk about that. If you're in a relationship and you find yourself in the family way and you're thinking, should I stay, should I this? I'll give you the options, and it's for you to decide, okay, let me do this, let me do that. So in this situation where we have this 75-year-old woman who passed away, we have lessons to be learned here. I want to extend my deepest condolences to the woman's family, because in hindsight, if everybody had thought about this, I don't think it will go down that way. But you see, you only know things after the fact, because sometimes you're blinded, sometimes you're unreasonable, sometimes you're rubbed up the wrong way, and then 3-4 days after the fact, you look at it and you say to yourself, it's not even worth it. I shouldn't have even reacted that way. It wasn't even that important. You know what I mean? I say that because I want you girls to navigate through life and for you to dodge the bullets. I have learned to dodge the bullets. I've mastered it with 2 things. I have the gift of goodbye. I know how to get up and walk away. I know how to get up and what? Walk away. I got the gift of goodbye. And for me, I don't respond. I have mastered it. You might think, oh, Fumi didn't respond to you. I responded to you with my silence. I responded to you by walking away. That's my response. You know why? Because I need to protect the life I have built, my family that I love and loves me, the lifestyle that I live and love, all of these wonderful things that are coming and pouring into my life. You think I want to sacrifice any of that for somebody that is unimportant, that I don't even know? Why? Are you with me? Okay, so let us get into the story. So we have a woman dies after getting into physical altercation with Tim Hortons employee over drive-through order. A 75-year-old woman, let me just open this up. Anita Grayson, 75, was found unresponsive on the ground of the Tim Hortons in Fort Wayne, Indiana, shortly after the altercation. Wow. Anita Grayson, 75, entered the Fort Wayne store around 8:09 a.m. local time on Wednesday, May 13th, to address an issue with an order she had received through the drive-through, according to a news release from the Fort Wayne Police Department, FWPD. Police said Grayson then began berating a 17-year-old female employee. During this time, a 20-year-old shift lead stepped in and repeatedly told Grayson to leave. There's a video that shows what happened. I'm going to play it for you guys once we're done. When, according to police, Grayson appeared to move around the shift lead toward the juvenile employee, the shift lead placed her hands against the 75-year-old woman in an apparent effort to prevent her from reaching the teenage employee. After, police say Grayson pushed and struck the shift lead. A physical altercation broke out between the two. According to police, Grayson struck the woman in the face multiple times and grabbed her by the hair before pulling her to the ground. The shift lead then began swatting at Anita's arm, and eventually two employees helped separate the pair. After being physically separated, police said Grayson sat down at a table, began speaking on her cell phone, picked up the shift lead's hair from the floor, placing it into her bag. According to 8:22 a.m., police said Grayson laid down on the floor. After noticing this, the shift lead checked on her with a cup of water. By the time police arrived, she was unresponsive. Medical personnel performed life-saving measures and Grayson was transported from the scene but was later pronounced deceased. Footage of the incident shared by the FWPD showed the altercation unfold but did not include the moment Grayson laid on the ground or what happened afterwards. Police said homicide detectives and crime scene personnel conducted a full investigation into Anita's passing. At this time, the case and manner of death remain pending, they said. The Allen County Coroner's Office said in a report released Tuesday, May the 19th, that the recent autopsy found no significant contributory injuries on the 75-year-old woman, according to CBS affiliate Wayne TV. Tawanda Grayson, the woman's daughter, said she does not accept the police's account of the altercation and criticized the Tim Horton employee's treatment of her mother, according to WPTA. You should not enter a coffee shop for a coffee and a donut and come out unalived, she stated. That is diabolical. I agree. Raleigh Booker, 6th District Councilwoman, was also critical of the FWPD, according to Wayne TV. It felt very much like victim blaming, and that is not okay, Booker said. We have to go to do better. We have to go to do better. This is a community that we all love. We have to treat each other better. That was completely disappointing. A GoFundMe has been established for Anita's family following her sudden passing. The family described Anita as a mom of 4 and a faithful Jehovah's Witness who worshipped with the Sandpoint congregation in Fort Wayne. She was a God-fearing woman with a loving spirit who dedicated her life to her faith and her children and her family. Loved ones said in the description of the online fundraiser, she was the best mother anyone could have asked for. Hardworking, compassionate, selfless, and always willing to help others before herself. In their statement, police said they understand the public concern surrounding this case. We also recognize the importance of transparency, accuracy, and allowing the investigative and procedural review process to proceed based on the full body of evidence, not incomplete video clips or inaccurate public narratives. That's also fair. They went on to note that after conducting the investigation, which included interviewing witnesses and reviewing the surveillance video, they sent their file to the Allen County Prosecutor's Office for review on the 19th of May of this year. When reached for comment by people, the Prosecutor's Office confirms that a decision has not yet been made and the matter remains under review. Self-control is extremely important. Self-control is extremely important at all times, because when you have self-control, you can diffuse any situation. And I have found personally that you can do 100 things your way with honey as opposed to vinegar. Two quick scenarios. I bought some balloons and birthday presents for a friend of mine. I was going to the party, and you know those balloons that have names on them, you know, I had that. I put them in this big bag. I bought also like a sharp vase, I think it was square, and it had burst that balloon. So I was like, oh. I went back and I said, I'm so sorry, my balloon has burst. The vase pricked it. It's my fault, but I'm so sorry, you know. Can I get another one? And if you say no, it's okay, I'll buy another one. And the lady said, don't worry about it, I'll give you another one. So I was like so happy, you know. And so I left and I thanked her, asked for what her name was, And then I had another scenario where my girlfriend and I, we were talking, we were laughing, we were making noise, we were screaming. And this elderly lady came to smack the two of us. I think she was in her 80s. And I was like, that's not nice. Why are you smacking us? You know. And she was like, you're noisy, you know, I'm trying to think. And hard too. She smacked us hard, you know. Never ever did it occur to me that I would hit this elder back. Never at all. Might I have said, you know, you're being mean, or, you know, go home, or no. That's not me. I would never have said that. Would I have been irritated? I would have looked at her, but I would have been like, child, please, you know, and I'd have walked off. I mind my business, I do my thing. I don't engage with crazy. I just don't, because it's obvious to everybody that you're crazy. My family owns me. That's the only way I can say it. So anytime something happens, I think to myself, it's not worth it. I always walk away. This elder lady, I wish, Anita Grayson, from the second that you got your order, you should have driven off. Some people will say, Fumi, why? She had paid for the coffee. How much is coffee? She's a Jehovah's Witness that I'm under the impression has given so much to other people. If that 17-year-old is so disrespectful and said something to make you so mad and so upset, I would be turned off by the coffee. You know what? You get yours. Maybe not from me, but from somebody else. I would have left. Okay. Let us say in the event that she didn't leave, she was irritable. She came that morning and she walked right in. I'm going to sort this out. I'm going to settle it. With the confrontation attitude, with the anger, with you coming literally behind the counter. You've come with that aggressiveness. Remember, it's 8 in the morning. And Everybody has a life. You never know what people are going through. Mental health, mental illness, you're aggravated, you've lost your house. Maybe that 17-year-old doesn't have somewhere to sleep. Maybe there's something that happened in life. No excuse. I am just telling you that you don't know what's going on with people. You do not. A lot of people mask, but you have no idea. And you wanted to stand your ground. And you have every right to do so. If I was the 17-year-old employee, I wouldn't have spoken to an elderly lady like that. I'll be like, Miss Gracie, that hair on yours looks pretty beautiful. Your hair looks gorgeous. Miss Grayson, oh ma'am, don't be mad at me. I'm sorry. You know what? I'll give you 2 cups of coffee. But that's my personality. I'm a happy, happy, happy person. I'd have given her 2. She came in. I'm so sorry, ma'am. I am so sorry. You know what? The customer is always right. I would have given her another one. And perhaps that was what Miss Grayson was expecting. But again, Miss Grayson, may your beautiful soul rest in peace. That's a 17-year-old. That's a baby. That's a baby. That's a baby. And so the shift lead came and she really tried to separate the 2 of you. She wedged in between the 17-year-old. Why? Because if I was working there, this is on my watch. I cannot have a woman come in here, or anybody for that matter, and come and start threatening and trying to engage physical contact with a 17-year-old girl. How much is she even earning? I'm tired. I got stuff to do. And then I have this woman coming in. And so she tried to wedge between Miss Grayson and the 17-year-old. To the point that the shift lead put her arm on Miss Grayson to say, please leave. Miss Grayson didn't feel that that was appropriate and shoved her right into the face. I saw the video. And there the shift lead went ballistic on her. But Miss Grayson, strong. She held on, and she held on to the woman's hair, which now propelled 2 other employees to see the chaos. They intervened and separated the 2 because this is our shift lead who is protecting a 17-year-old. We're not going to leave our leader out here on the floor with this woman. And they separated you with a clump of hair on the floor. Perhaps that was when now you realized yourself you are not feeling good. Because that takes a lot. That's trauma. That's instant defense. And your adrenaline is going faster than you can think. To the point, with most altercations, you don't even feel when you're hurt, you're wounded or anything. Because your adrenaline is going fast. But now that you're calming down, you now realize you're a little bit woozy and so on. 75 on this earth. And you're going to pass away. I think she felt bad. I think she also regretted. But her body gave out. Her health gave out. And now it's too late. I wish that the shift lead had more control. Had more control. And it is not her fault. I'm not blaming any one of them. It's a matter of control. If she had slapped me like that, I would have been very mad. But I wouldn't have hit back. Because people are crazy. Because who's to say that Miss Grayson might not have had a gun? And when you show me that you are that brazen, it shows me a lot about your personality. So I need to go to the authorities. You see, don't look at me as somebody who is like a quitter. No. There are many ways to skin a cat. If it doesn't go this way, it can go another way. Don't think that, oh, I've lost the battle, so you've lost the war. No. She could have been arrested. And she would have had to pay a huge fine, where most of us feel it in our pocket. Yeah. There was no need to get physical with her. But I can also understand that you've had a bad night. You have to come in. Maybe you were covering somebody else's shift. You had tried to appease her. And then for her to have the audacity to put her hands on you. That's another thing. Don't think because I'm grandma, you can put your hands on anybody. I don't put my hands on anybody. I keep my hands to myself. I keep my hands to myself. If I cannot fight the good fight with my mouth or with authority, well, then Fumi, you know what? You did your best. And you got to let it go and hope God will intervene for you, because I'm God's own child. But to put your hands on anybody is extremely dangerous, because the mere fact that they did, you don't know what they're coming back with. You don't. This young girl could have also lost her life, but she was protecting the 17-year-old. So you have 4 people protecting, because you got Miss Grayson, who is so upset about this coffee, that could have walked away, that could have even come in and spoken to the manager. I've done that many times, because you see, this 17-year-old, you have no manners and you're so rude, and I wasn't able to get what I want. Why do I think that I'm going to get what I want from you when I come in? You have to be reasonable, because you always have to protect yourself. And when the other person is not reasonable, then you're in a danger zone. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no right or wrong. It's a matter of protecting yourself. And if you thought that you were protecting yourself by hitting back, you're only exposing yourself to more danger, because you don't know what the other person is going to do. And before I go, I'm going to tell you a little story. I covered it here on my channel. A woman, I think, ordered Chinese. She went to order Chinese with her son. The boy was a young boy, and she left him in his car. And she's a single mom. It's important, because she had her clip, in the car. So she left him in the car, because it was basically, I think she was to pick it up. I think she was to pick up the Chinese. I'm just trying to remember the story. Anyway, when she got in there, I think she kind of wasn't aware that there was a queue, because sometimes you kind of spill out, especially in these spots where you're waiting for them to get your Chinese. So you just kind of lean on the wall and you're on your phone. But there was a guy there who said, "Did you not see me there?" And there was an altercation. It got out of hand to the point that the guy was punching her in the face. Do you know what happened? Her son was wondering why she hadn't come out. So he went to go and peep, to go and say, "Mama, where you are with this Chinese?" Horrified to see that the mother was being beaten down to the ground. And nobody, all the men there, nobody was standing up in defense and pushing this guy away. The boy went to the car, got the clip, and gave 3 rounds. And the man was deceased on the spot. On the spot. And nothing came out of it. So what I'm saying is that, shift leader, as you were boom, 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 in defense, reacting to her, you don't know who was in the car. You don't know who would have come out of the car with the clip. That's why I'm saying it's a no-go area. Even though she hit you, you report, you got the CCTV, I'll get you. You always get yours. That's the civilized way to do it. We are human beings, we're not animals. And that is why it's important for you to always have barriers. And that barrier, always for me, is it worth it? No. My darlings, do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I will see you I'll see you sooner than later. All of my love.
Guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking